All right, so we have another installment of our student spotlights, and I'm very lucky to interview today Mercedes Ortiz. Mercedes, could you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Mercedes. I'm from Mesa, Arizona, and I'm a senior this year, and I'm studying computer science and I'm minoring in communication.
So you're from Mesa, and obviously there's a big university in that Phoenix area that's pretty dominant around there, Arizona State University. What made you decide to attend the University of Arizona?
Yeah, my older brother went here actually, and so when I came to visit him, I fell in love with both like the campus and honestly Tucson as a whole. I've definitely been over to the other university that will not be named, and I just didn't really like how it feels. Like it happens to be another university in a city, but like Tucson and the U of A, like the campus, it feels like a college town and like the vibe is just Tucson as a whole. It's very different from where I'm from. And I really just wanted to kind of experience something somewhat new while also it was like the perfect distance from home for me while not being too close but not too far. But yeah.
Yeah, families within reach. You can always stop by on the weekend, sort of thing, and but then still be further away to just enjoy that space, right?
Yeah.
So you came to the University of Arizona in Tucson. Uh, Environment's nice, campus feeling. What specifically drew you to computer science as a major?
Yeah, so I initially came to college as a physiology major, but I already knew that that kind of wasn't what I wanted to do. That wasn't really the journey I wanted to take career-wise. So I spent most of my freshman year trying to figure out a different major, like looking into different things. And then I saw a friend of mine doing his coding homework, and I never coded before I came to college. And I was like, oh, that actually looks pretty cool. And I kind of threw a dart at the board and I just switched my major that night. And I've been with it ever since, and I've really enjoyed it.
That's wonderful to hear. It's great when you have an opportunity or an experience that really kind of triggers something, some interests, and piques your that passion maybe within a field. So you've been a computer science major now for a couple of years. So tell us, what do you enjoy most about being a computer scientist here at the University of Arizona?
Yeah, I've had really great experiences with professors. They are really passionate about what they do, and it's like very evident in their teaching, especially this semester. It's just so obvious that they love what they do, and like they're kind of niches that they've fallen into. They're super passionate about that, and I think that that's so important. It's made me more excited about learning the content that they're teaching. But yeah.
So what are you planning to do when you take all that information, all the stuff that you learned while at the university? What are you planning that to do with that after you graduate?
Yeah, so just like my professors, I think I've kind of found my niche in computer science, and I found that more in like data science and analytics kind of side. So my career goal is probably to pursue, hopefully, to pursue something regarding that. Um, Really, I want to have something, some type of career that has more of like a positive societal impact. So the dream is hopefully to somehow partner with nonprofit organizations, leveraging data analytics to like further their missions. I don't really have anything specific, some specific um, organization in mind, but really just trying to use technology to address like some societal or environmental challenge would be awesome.
To have a positive impact on society is a great aim and goal. You're actually having a really positive impact in our department as well because you are part of the CS Buddy Mentor program. Tell us about your experience in that program. Why should someone join the CS Buddy Mentor program?
Yeah, it's been really great. I've met some really awesome people through it, both like my fellow mentors and mentees that later became mentors with me. But yeah, um, so I've met people that I wouldn't have otherwise gotten a chance to meet because the department, as you go up, obviously it gets smaller, but having that opportunity to like connect with people one-on-one has been really nice. And I get a lot of free food through the program, so that's cool. But I really think that someone should join the CS Buddy Mentor program because it's an excellent way to build community. And sometimes this major can be really hard, and having that kind of support system that can relate to you is super helpful. And like mentees are able to get like guidance and support from like the older generations. as they start their journey in the major. And then for mentors, it's like a chance to make like a positive impact and kind of be that person that maybe you wish you had when you were coming into college. And also kind of like build their leadership skills and like I know I've grown a bunch just like making small talk or like trying to get to know people that maybe I didn't think I really have things in common with. But yeah, it's been really great.
That's great. Developing those skills is important, especially as you're starting to look beyond the undergrad experience and into the career. Um, so that's a great way to get involved and engaged. What other ways are you involved and on campus in the community?
Yeah, so this year I started two new jobs. The first being I'm a research assistant in the O'Hare lab, and I'm their specifically data intern, and they're working on a clinical trial for service dogs and their or veterans of PTSD and their service dogs, and trying to better match up a service dog with their veteran, and yeah, they're really doing awesome work, and I'm super excited to be a part of that project. And then the second is I'm working with the biodiversity project here at U of A, and that's my job is also a data intern for them, data outreach. And I am developing and teaching curriculum or data science curriculum for different Title I high schools around Tucson. And that's been really great. I just had taught my first lesson last Friday, and it went way better than I expected. They were actually pretty excited about the activity that I was having them do. But yeah, it's been really great.
That's great. So you're having an impact on campus with the Buddy Mentor program, and you're having an impact in the local community with the biodiversity project, which sounds like it's a wonderful experience, a way to get engaged. And then you're having an even broader impact by being a part of that O'Hare lab, working on those on that project. It's wonderful. So you're looking back on your time here. It sounds like you've got some really valuable experiences. What advice would you give to somebody who is just starting up, who's an incoming student at the U of A?
Probably my biggest one would be don't be afraid to ask for help, like from professors, TAs, like fellow students and stuff like that are all like great resources. I definitely like freshman year, I was terrified of going to office hours, and now I spend like probably equally the amount of time I spend in class probably there. And it's been really helpful, and they want to help you is the best part. Also, probably getting involved in extracurricular activities that aren't necessarily academic based. So like the CS Buddy Mentor program, even though it's for CS majors, really try and focus on um, non-academic things. So like just trying to get people involved and make connections and stuff like that is equally as important in your time in college. But yeah, so just trying to build experiences with academically and outside of academics is super important. And um, oh, I also think that for specifically probably CS majors, keep like staying curious and try to keep exploring different areas within computer science because I felt myself kind of becoming a little frustrated and uh, kind of discouraged, I guess, in a way, because I felt like there was only one track you could take in computer science, and that wasn't really speaking to me. But because I've looked into different avenues and stuff like that, I've kind of found my niche that maybe wouldn't come immediately to mind when people think computer science. But yeah, I think if people are able to do that, they'll discover interests that they might not even know that they had.
That's great advice. Get engaged, get involved, explore, maintain curiosity. Those are all great pieces of advice. Thank you, Mercedes. Thank you
Yeah,
for taking the time to share your thoughts and your advice. I appreciate you, sharing all of that.
of course.